We begin this meditation once more by the normal practice of relaxed breathing. Except for this time, we shall focus on the upper lip where we can feel the breath entering the nostrils. So as we breathe in, we feel the breath entering the nostrils. When we breathe out, we feel it release from the nostrils. We keep our focus on the upper lip. And we breathe out, focusing on that half an inch of the upper lip entering into the nostrils. With this focus that is there, we cut ourselves off from everything that surrounds us. We cut ourselves off, or we allow things to be dissolved from our experience as we ask ourselves, right now, what are we doing? We may be sitting or standing or driving a car or washing dishes or reading a book or cleaning the furniture or preparing breakfast for the kids or just walking and enjoying the scenery around us. We may believe that we are doing things, but if we go deeper into it, every action that we do, every word that we speak, every nuance of our expression is only communicating. I am communicating to you right now through my words, through the clothes I am wearing, with the posture that I have, with the demeanor and expressions of my face, with my hands moving up and down. I am communicating. There is never a moment in my life and in your life when you are not communicating. Even when you sleep, you do that. You're communicating that you're asleep. Even when you don't want to communicate, you cannot help but proclaim, I don't want to communicate. And that is a communication by itself. We are hardwired to communicate. Just imagine, not only the billions of human beings on this planet are communicating every moment, but let us go deeper. Every animate thing is communicating. The dogs, the cats, the crocodiles, the zebras, the elephants, the rhinoceros, the bugs and the bees and the butterflies and the birds and the fish are all communicating. Imagine if we could hear the sounds of this communication, it would form a beautiful symphony of beings communicating who they are. And not only that, if we can be sensitive enough and go to inanimate things, even the stone is communicating, even the rock is communicating, even everyone, everything is communicating. Why? Because we long to be in communion. We have shifted ourselves into a belief that we are not in communion, that we are parts that have to be put together, that we have to be assembled. That's not reality. Reality is one whole, seamless, entire being. And because of our brokenness, we believe that we are parts that have to be put together. And we search for a relationship when we need not search for it, because existence itself is a relationship. Existence itself is life that is in relationship with itself forever and growing in that relationship more and more and more day by day. I can never, you can never not be in a relationship. There is no choice about it. You cannot choose not to be in a relationship. It is futile. And the more you choose not to be in a relationship, the more your life dries up, withers, and lives in misery. But the more you accept the truth that life is a relationship, that existence itself is a relationship, then you begin to have a reverence for relationships. Not for the being that you are related to, but to the relationships that keeps you together. Not to the universe that you are related to, that you are one with, but with the relationship that keeps you together. So relationship is a being by itself, keeping the parts into one whole. And that's what Christ tells us. What God has put together, no one can put asunder. Of course, we apply it to marriage, but it could be applied to everything. There is nothing that can be put asunder by anyone. Impossible. Impossible to break the seamless whole of life and existence into broken parts. Impossible. As we keep on accepting the breath that rolls in our being and rolls out, we begin to appreciate much more deeply than ever before what is one, what is whole, what is being. At this moment, a thought may come into your mind that there is no I and there is no you. There is not even a we. There is simply the one I. The one I. Let us make a choice that has already been made for us to accept as one everything that arises in our experience, become united fully with that, and release it as we take another aspect of the universe and of creation and of God within ourselves, and let it rise and let it pass. My dear friends, we need not only be in communication, but if we can find out that accepting the truth that we are in an eternal relationship with the whole of being will eradicate from us that feeling that we are separate from the universe. Will take away the fear that we are alone and we need something to hang on to. We don't need anything to hang on to because we are already in everything that is. Getting into this, that I am with everything that is, and relieving ourselves from the burden of believing that we are separate, of relieving ourselves from the anxiety that we are a part of the whole, and really allowing fear to vanish from our lives. Then we allow the peace of the universe and we allow the peace of God to take hold of our being. A peace that the parts called the world cannot give us, but a peace that the whole can give us, has given us, and just waiting for us to receive it. And as we breathe in and breathe out, focusing on that half an inch of flesh of the upper lip, we begin to experience the whole of what we are. We begin to channel the entire universe into ourselves and get lost, in which we can tell ourselves that I am not a separate part of anything. I am it. I need not, therefore, communicate my separateness to the rest of the parts. I need just to accept that there are no parts, there are no broken pieces, there are no things that need to be put together. We choose, therefore, to live in the peace of a relationship that is always going on, in the peace of the existence that has a relationship, in the peace that life itself is a relationship, and that relationship itself is life. And we continue to breathe in peace. We continue to experience wholeness. We continue to bring about in our hearts the truth that I